getting over the. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know if I got the Seahawk flu or what. Everybody that went to the parade apparently got sick. So forgive me. Brought the damn near empty roll of toilet paper from the house just to blow the nose. And when I go to the library later, I'm sure they got some what do you call this? Regular tissues, little Kleenexes and shit. I'm sure they got tissue boxes, but the bigger side of it is yeah, man, I don't know. There's a lot of things going on. YouTube supposedly shut down. YouTube supposedly crashed the other day. So today is, let me check. Today is the 18th. So on the 17th, yesterday, February 17th, I believe YouTube shut down for a second, which was kind of crazy. Because I was at home. It's like, let me stay home and save some money. Stayed home, saved money. Didn't leave the house, didn't spend on anything. And yeah, I was kind of getting over the sickness and just doom scrolling. So I'm just over here. Like, I don't know why I feel sick and stuffy and like phlegmy, but let me get that out of the system. Get as much rest as possible, lay in bed. And, I try to get up out of bed and eat when I could. But yeah, and then it just shut down. It was like, yeah, that's crazy. It just shut down out of nowhere. But yeah, hopefully, I just want to get my health back to normal before tomorrow. I go back to work tomorrow, and then I go to what do you call this? I got to do my recording stuff on Saturday. So the next couple of weeks, man, I'm looking forward to just kind of hanging out. Kind of just yeah, just being able to hang out and do whatever. I got to double check my I got a vlog I need to put together. Another one, another can't remember what week it is. It's probably like 47 or something like that. 47 or how many weeks are left in February? So technically two. So yeah, man, it's about 2 more weeks left in February. So it'll be March around the corner. 3 weeks into March, that'll be week 52. So 2 1. So yeah, we're probably at week 47 or 48 for the vlogs. That is. So it's probably 47 or 48. But nonetheless, like it's yeah, it was interesting, man. I was over here doom scrolling. It was almost like a sign that like, hey, either you take a nap now. But then funny enough, I started getting notifications for Twitch. So I'm on Twitch just like watching people, and I'm like, it's crazy that like I'm pretty sure these people who co-stream on Twitch, they what do you call this? They weren't able to do it for whatever reason, you know. They weren't able to do it. What's going on, Kingsley and Jugnu Bai? I think I'm saying that correctly. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong or not. But yeah, I'm over here. I might have to put my hood on because it's cold. I'm not gonna lie, it is cold, man. It's cold as hell. So I might have to put the hood on right here. It's kind of cold. It's been like as soon as I left the house, I was it was like it's chilly as hell right now. It's super chilly. Left the house, felt like super cold. Give me a second. And yeah, I was like, nah, I can't do this shit right now. Give me a second, bro. Outdoors necessary. I mean, I can't stream at the house. If I could, I would. If I could stream at the house, I would honestly. But the connection there is terrible. Like even when I have a Wi-Fi or hotspot. Actually, next time I get a Wi-Fi or hotspot, I'm gonna try to test it in my room. I'm just gonna hang out in my room and we'll test out just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes, man. I'm doing all right, Kingsley, and I'm getting over some stuffiness. I'm a little bit cold. Say a little bit cold. So I'm getting over some stuffiness. And yeah, that's about it, really. You know what I'm saying? Where am I from? I'm from the United States, man. United States, man. If you go through I always tell people, if you go through more of my content, if you comb through a lot of this stuff, you'll see exactly where I'm from. But yeah, I don't do no verbal doxings, if that makes sense. I try not to say it verbally too much because you never know. Especially with the way AI and shit like that works, you just never know sometimes, my guy. But yeah, I gotta sit up straight. I always be at the house. Hey, there's probably somebody. Damn, man, there's probably somebody just chilling in the car on that street the whole time. They saw me pissing on the tree earlier, man. Long live the Navy SEALs. Long live the Navy SEALs. Word. Yeah. Are you a Navy SEAL? Are you one in training or something? Like what's going on there, man? Talk to me. But yeah, this cold weather, man, it's funny because I'm planning to move. Like I said, trying to move somewhere, and the place I move is gonna be really cold. It's gonna be colder than here, so that's the funny part about it, man. That's the other funny part about it. But we'll see. We'll see how things play out. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how all that stuff plays out. I don't know yet. But yeah, YouTube it shut down, and then like right when it shut down, a lot of people I know that co-stream on Twitch and YouTube, they only had Twitch and Twitch and like what's the other one, bro? TikTok available or some shit or whatever other platforms they use. So I was just over here watching them on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I was over there watching it, and I was like, "Yo, you heard that YouTube shut down?" The thing was, it was projected to be shut down till about midnight, but they made sure they got that within an hour. Because I was trying to like turn on the TV for my dad when he came home. I was like, "Yeah, let me turn this on, put on some YouTube stuff in the background," while he was like prepping some cook stuff or whatever, and then like it just wouldn't work. So then I like deleted the app, re-downloaded it. Probably help with the data, but it just wouldn't sign me in. I was like, "Oh, this is crazy right here. This is fucked up." But yeah, lo and behold, it was just some other logistic stuff, man. Just some other logistic stuff, man. But yeah, that's how it is. And like I said, I brought the roll of tissue so I can blow my nose as we go, man, because I'm trying to be like not as sick or not as stuffy, you know what I'm saying, as what's it called before I get to the library later. And I don't know, I might do some more. I got to do another hour of Cat Quest. I got to put the Cat Quest back on. I got to throw that back on because that's what the people voted for. If you check out the voting, if you check my post section, I put some voting polls out there. I might do another one soon. The most not recent, but one of the more later, goddamn, earlier ones I did, I should say, was for the gaming stuff. So Cat Quest was the decided game, which is it's been pretty fun, man. I got to like one of the first. Well, I don't know where I was at, to be honest. I was in a certain part of the game. I might have been there too early. If we're telling the truth, I might have been at this one level too early. But yeah, that was fun. You also got to remember, like I played Cat Quest One on the Switch. I just never like recorded or documented it. So it's kind of nice to have something to live stream now that's more like an active hand game. Because I was live streaming Silk Song. The problem was my output for Silk Song was really what do you call this? It was low. It was like low quality basically. So I was kind of upset with myself about that. You love the cap, Kingsley. Appreciate it, man. It's the San Antonio Spurs. I actually bought this when I was down in Austin, Texas, and yeah, I was doing like that. So um, every city I go to, if not metro area, I try to get like a cap. Something that's like reminiscent of the professional teams there. Some places don't have professional teams, so like for example, I went to El Paso. They don't have a professional team there, but they have a minor league baseball team, and then they have the UTEP minors. UTEP stands for University of Texas El Paso, and then the minors is like their mascot, whatever. So I got some UTEP gear. I got some Chihuahuas gear, which is the minor league team. And then there's another one that has like it's like a chili pepper or like a jalapeno or some shit. But it was another mascot that was like a pepper. It's funny. I should have got that one because I went to Iowa and I got the Cardinals or some shit, like the Cedar Rapid something Cedar Rapid Kernels, and it's like a corn on the cob with a bat. But I just got the CR. I was like, I don't know if I want the playful cartoony shit. As cool as that is, I just want some other shit. And their hockey team, the Rough Riders, are like the best in the Midwest apparently. You know what I'm saying? Midwest Conference or whatever conference that is. I don't know, it's like something. But yeah, that's a whole other thing. Um, and then Zine Briockley. I don't know if I'm saying that right, or unless it's Zine. But yeah, appreciate you. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, I'm just a little stuffy. Like as I'm talking and as I drink the coffee, I'll just blow my nose every now and again. I'll try to make sure I hit the mute. I gotta sit up straight too. Get the alignment right. You know what I'm saying? Just get that alignment right. You know. Yeah. Dropping the roll over here. But yeah, actually, let me do that real quick, and that might affect the thing. Hold on, give me a second. So yeah, we'll see about that. So I don't know, man. I might do the Q&A sticker, man. I might do the let me see. I'm gonna fix this. We'll do a Q&A sticker. It's about it's February. Um I was thinking about this morning because I thought about certain friends and individuals, but I'll put this as the topic for the Q&A, and then we'll talk about it, man. It's basically last time you've been heartbroken, and you could take that however you want. You know, you could interpret it however you like. I'm gonna put in the corner up top. So let's make that shit black. Yeah. And it could be anything really. There we go. Let me throw it up. Let me know if y'all see it. Right there, top. It's to my top left. Is that the same thing on the screen? Yeah, it's to my top left. So it should be there. Should be the same. But last time you've been heartbroken, man, you don't think about that. Like sometimes like your favorite team makes it to the finals and then they lose. You might have had something on Valentine's. I don't know. It could be a little bit of anything. Excuse me. I think about that sometimes, man. You know, it's the month of February. And everybody was thinking a lot. You know, I did some Valentine's recordings on Valentine's Day, and I was like, you know, I don't know what the word is, like keeping it in the same vein of what do you call this? Let me know if the mic is good too. You guys hear me? No? Yeah, no. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me, but yeah, I'm gonna be right back to check on that actually. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see who pops up in the Q&A or stuff, man. Some people just drop in just on some whatever, but we'll see. We shall see. You know, my thing too was like, my bad. I think a lot of people with American holidays, at least, that comes around the corner. I think we forget how many people around the world want to participate in those same holidays. Like we don't really participate in other holidays outside of our country like that, or that deal with other outside culture stuff, unless you're of that culture. But with that being said, it's like in this month, if it's not Chinese New Year that people are looking forward to, it's usually like Valentine's, and there's like a pressure on people to have to spend money on a significant other, or find somebody to spend money on. You know what I mean? Find some people to whatever. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. And I don't know, man. Christmas is the same thing. People feel pressured to have gifts and have the most thoughtful whatever. And I'm of the ilk of like I'm actually trash at gift giving, so I'd rather just like what's the word? I'd rather not give anything at all. I'll be honest with you. I'll just give you my time. But you know, it's rare that anyone wants to spend time with me. That's another idea and topic. If we're being honest, that's another rare thing, if you will. But yeah, if yeah, you know, in the topic of heartbreak, um, or being heartbroken, it's like it could be anything, man. Shit, like if you watch, like if I had watched the Super Bowl and Seattle lost, I would have been heartbroken. I'm like, damn, all this time and energy we spent into Seattle winning, or for them to win and get this far, and then they lose. But obviously they won, so I wasn't heartbroken. But that's the idea that like I've seen it before. I've seen them play the Patriots. I've seen them play the Pittsburgh Steelers before they lost. I was heartbroken more or less. And then you know, relationships that have you feel that way, relationships that have you feeling broken down, and then sometimes you rather just be in a, you know what I'm saying, a whatever kind of mood. But I will say too, for dudes, it's like you can't even be in that mode or mindset, bro. You really can't show nothing. You really just got to bottle. You know, it's fucked up that people bottle shit in, but it's like that sometimes, and it's sad. It's sad. But yeah, man. If anybody that sees the prompt, man, feel free to respond. I'll just keep harping on shit for now. Shout out to the twos and fews in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. And I will say, like, I remember this one lady I used to work with, this older lady. She had said something kind of funny. She had said like, what's it called? What did she say? She said something like, "That's why a lot of you men die from heart disease and shit because you guys should be bottling everything in." I was like, "There's some truth to what she's saying," but at the same time, it was just like it's also not her place to say. But she's not wrong. I think a lot of people are dying, if not their body is just hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because your body and your physical reflects a lot of the mental and spirit, man. So if that shit is not in line or that shit is not like in the same vein of, I don't want to say positivity necessarily, but just in the same vein of functioning. I'll give an example. I was watching an interview this morning. One of the hosts was saying something about the reason why people be sick sometimes, man. They just wake up with negative thoughts and all this crazy shit, and they want to live by it. They want to abide by it. And there's something about that that really affects the body in the long run that people forget about. You know, people forget about that shit. Like a lot of them thoughts and shit, like simply just willing yourself to health. It sounds corny, but you can get through sickness like that. Just reminding yourself that you'll get better and you'll get through it. But you have to ask yourself where things went wrong or what were you thinking about, what negative thoughts, all that stuff that was bogging you down in the first place. So it's really it's all kind of you've heard it before. It's all connected. It's all very connected, man. It's all very connected. But yeah, hold on, my bad. It's still early. That's crazy. I thought it was like 11 o'clock already, but it isn't. And it's like I low key might have to go grab another coffee. I ain't gonna lie. Low key might just go over and like, let me get another coffee. Get one of those, you know. Um. Oh yeah, when I went there, the barista and his mom was talking about snow. I might have heard it wrong because it might have been Spanish, but they were talking about snow. I was like, don't tell me it's supposed to snow today. Don't tell me it's supposed to snow today, man, because it's chilly enough for it. But somebody said it might just end up being hail coming down, which is pretty cool, and I could live with that too. Honestly, I could take that, because it's fucked up, man. Like I left the house, it said it'll be raining around 10, but like closer to 11 and closer to 12, it should be sunny. So I'm like, we'll see, man. We shall see. What's going on, Jax? Welcome in, Jax. Thanks for dropping in, bro. What's going on with you, bro? You seen all that new Beyblade shit that's coming out? You about to get that Bahamut and that fucking Bison. Hasbro's about to take over. Hasbro got the game on lock, bro. Let me know if you can hear me too. But yeah, I'm a little sick. I'm a little stuffy. That's it. Gonna blow that shit out, pause, and then just go about my day. You know. Yeah. Let me know if you saw the new Beyblade stuff, man. You know. What is this? Oni Slayer, thank you for dropping in. What's going on, Brad? What's going on with you, bro? Thanks for dropping in. Um, it's weird because it has that auto translate now, which is kind of strange. It is what it is. You can okay, you can. But yeah, so you saw the new Beyblade stuff. I don't know. Are you able to get any of those? Man, I saw the new Hasbro stuff. They got the Meteor Dragoon for Hasbro. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the green bike croc. So there's the green bike croc for Hasbro, and what's it called? It has a green string launcher, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you saw that, but I thought that was pretty cool. And then I think they're doing a left spin red launcher, a red left spin launcher for Meteor Dragoon, which is kind of weird because it's like they could have just did purple. I don't know. I think they should have did purple. That's just me. That's just me. But that it's like I don't know if it's Valor Bison or something, but that looked pretty cool too. There's a lot of like the blade and the ratchets are combined. I don't know if you saw that shit. Blade and ratchet is one, and it comes with a bit. So like the Bison is just gonna be top heavy. It's really interesting. There's a couple blades like that. There's another one coming out too, and then another some new bits. It's just hella shit coming out, bro. I'm not. So the thing is, I'm not spending money on nothing unless I'm gifting it to somebody else. So I'm basically not buying any more new blades for myself, but I am getting it for other people. Like if I see fit or if I see necessary, I'll get some people some shit. Right now, I don't really, it's whatever. Let me hit the mute so I can blow my nose. There we go. I double check with these mic settings and shit. You know, always gotta double check that. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm like early or like sorry, not early, but I'm thinking I had hella time today, which I probably still do. But it's like, damn, I got like a whole hour to kill before I start walking over. Really, that's crazy to think about. Give me a second. Shit, yeah, it's only 11:01. This is literally 11 on the dot. I'm gonna start walking over slowly when I get to that hour mark. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking I'm gonna be chilling here for most of the day, but or like most of the morning. But honestly, I gotta stay like keep my body warm. So you see me with the layers, bro. That's what's crazy, man. Like the whole winter, I gotta keep layers on, keep the body as warm as possible. You know, anything would just hurt me. That's how bad the cold gets me, man. I ain't built for that, but we're gonna build a tolerance over time. We have been building tolerance over time, but what keeps me the warmest is like if I work out in the morning, or if I just stay working out consistently, your metabolism be going up, and then your body just be hella warm all the time, which is crazy, man. That was kind of crazy, man. I don't know why it keeps doing auto translate, but I can live with that. What's going on, IDK? What's going on, Brett? Appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Yeah. Appreciate you guys being there. Also, I gotta look up. Do you guys know if today is Pokemon Day? If today is Pokemon Day, I might have to do some other shit. If today is Pokemon Day, I might have to do some other shit, man. Might have to do like a little I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll figure it out. You know, we'll figure it out. Because I think last time I did some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Excuse me. Today's Pokemon Day for real. Look that up for me and make sure we know. Because that means that they got announcements going on for today. Yeah, that means I might have to use my phone just to, you know, start off some Pokemon Diamond or not Diamond, but the fuck Pearl or whatever at the house. Or like I might just run ZA or something. Just run around on ZA real quick. Excuse me. Boy, dying out here. Yeah, so I don't know. I might set up the hotspot for the phone and then just sit there and do the Pokemon ZA. It's probably gonna be like really choppy, like connection wise, but as long as something works, I might make it happen. The other thing too is like if I get the you looked it up earlier. All right, nice. So I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna double check if I can or how good my connection is later, and then I might make that happen. Just do some ZA shit and just chill out, because trying to keep my you know trying to keep my health good today. I had some 2 fried eggs and some salmon this morning. I was living it up. I was like, yep, fuck that. Got some leftover salmon, got some rice. Let's make it happen. Just put some eggs on top. You know, salt, cayenne. You doing it right. Doing it right. But yeah, bro, that's what I'm on. Just trying to stay healthy for the most part. I got a problem too because I love going out to eat. And I'm like making sure I don't do that too much so I can save some money. Trying to save every dollar I can. And like the other side of it is I'm still trying to I'm looking out for these weekend jobs, man. I've been putting out applications for these weekend jobs, and one of them almost fell through, but it was like hella far. It was like 2 or 3 bus rides for me. I was like, I can't make it, especially during this time period. So that kind of sucks. But we'll see, man. I might end up getting this security job. If I get that, that'll be dope. You know, because it's security at a dispensary. So then I'll have a discount for some weed. That'd be kind of funny. I'd be able to just relax the body a bit, relax the mind, do all the, what I'm saying, just do what's necessary, man. Do what's necessary. Store credit. Some people have been doing certain jobs for so long. Like I think the guy's job that I'm taking, um, I know him. Like I've met him a couple times. I met him, and it's funny on Super Bowl day. I literally walked past him because he was working security somewhere else. I'm not gonna say where. I just saw him. I was like, "Hey, bro, damn, you working today? You working tonight at the dispensary?" He said, "Man, you might see me later tonight. They got a little thing whoop de wop going on." I was like, "All right." I hang out with the friends. I party. And I go to Pioneer Square, I party. Hey, look, if you guys have time, go on my channel, go scroll down the videos. You'll see the Seahawk vlog I did. I did a vlog for the Seahawks Super Bowl celebration. Check that shit out, man. And then like basically my phone died. It was like 5%, 3% when I was going home. And then when I got off the bus, I noticed the dude again. I was like, that's crazy. And we just said, what's up? He said, yeah, I'm going to work right now. But it's funny because I chop it up with him a little bit. And I think I think he's the one leaving the job. It could be somebody else, but I think he's leaving the job. And if he leaves, then I'm like, damn, you know what, man, I'm gonna take over. Fuck it, I'm gonna take over a security position. But that's if I get hired, man. If I don't, whatever. But it'd be nice to get some whatever. But he's a cool guy, man. If I see him again, I'm gonna just ask him like, hey, man, I'm trying to get that position. If that's what you guys, if that's whoever's leaving, but what's going on? Like, why is it open? You guys just need an extra person that night? You need an extra person in the afternoon? How bad is it? So I got to think about that shit. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, it's basically being a door person. Like getting paid to just sit there. Shit, you gotta think about it. I do that right here. Like this is what I do right now. I'm sitting here, but I'm not getting paid. We're just slowly getting the live streams in as much videos and content as possible. And then it's also like this is how I kill time. I normally would have sat somewhere, killing time, drinking a coffee, just listening to music or a podcast, chatting by myself, etc. I was like, hey man, why not make something out of it? And this is what we're making out of it. We're trying to make the most of it. So that's why I say I appreciate everyone that drops in, says what's up, man. Oh, and then yeah, if you anyone dropping in and out, if you see that little prompt up top, man, that's feel free to answer that. No pressure, but it's just there just for some extra engagement, if you will. Last time you've been heartbroken, it's the month of February. We're in the you know, some people look at it capitalistically for love, if you will, but I get it. I get it. Oh man, so I brought the roll of tissue. I blow my nose as we go along. I'll be right back. Hopefully that's still good. Let me reconnect just in case. There we go. Yeah. Some other interesting shit I learned from a live stream the other day was they were talking about Final Fantasy, and we're talking about how I guess Final Fantasy went from Nintendo to because they were like, hey, we're not trying to do the cartridge stuff anymore. We don't want to be a Final Fantasy cartridge. We want to move to disc. So the disc thing started being a thing, and then they balled out and did like a triple disc, a double or triple disc for Final Fantasy 7. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to think about. I was like, yeah, they really moved, man. They really made it happen. But I started thinking back. I was like, yeah, I forgot that all the Final Fantasies were on Super Nintendo. But the same thing was with Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 1 through 6, I believe, was Nintendo or whatever. It was like NES and then Super Nintendo. But nonetheless, it was there, and I was like, that's kind of crazy to think about that these RPGs were there. But it's almost like it made sense that a lot of people, a lot of those RPG companies and those gamer whatever, they wanted to move from cartridges to disc, and it made sense. It made a lot of sense. I mean, when you think about it, like with all the platforming now, fucking Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy is on like they're on cartridge form to some degree. At least Dragon Quest because they're on every platform more or less. PlayStation, like Nintendo cartridges, PlayStation disc, and then Steam just has data. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I've been thinking about this because like I got money to spend coming tomorrow because of like early payday type shit and Thursdays. But I'm also like, man, how do I explain this? Like, I oh sorry, I got a brain fart for a second. I don't need to play the game right away. Like, I still need to complete Octopath Traveler. I have Cassette Beast, which I like. I like the game, But the way I'm pacing myself, because I only live stream it, I have to be careful with like just my time and energy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, I sort of got the time, sort of got the energy. Nonetheless, I still need to make something happen. But we'll see how all that goes, man. Oh, it's starting to rain. You can't really see it, but it's starting to rain behind me. So we'll see. I might have to wrap it up at some point. Worst case scenario, though, man, I shut it down and then I just catch the bus, go to downtown instead. I don't want to go to downtown, but it'll help me kill time if I'm being honest. So we'll see. Up and about. Well, I'm slightly up and about Mars. Like I'm like I was up and about in the house yesterday, but I was just fucking stuffy. I was like, this is disgusting. So I just stayed there and I tried to nap as much as possible. And then YouTube shut down, so I could no longer doom scroll, which made me sad. But here I am, just drinking coffee and pissing on trees. You know, I'm like, damn, it's not raining right now. I'll give you some piss. That was my solution. But pause. But yeah, I hope everything's been good there. Blame Lemon. I don't know if it was him though. I don't. It's funny because like, oh, all jokes aside, I don't know if it was him, but it's funny because I remember there was that one tournament where he came in sick, and I think hella people got sick, which was kind of funny. And I was like, I don't think he expected that. Also, I was literally in the lift with him. I was in the car with him, and I didn't get sick that weekend. So I don't know. I think other people just, how it goes, man. Your immune system just a little lower some days. It's like that sometimes. Mars, I applied. That's like small talk between you and me, but you know what I'm saying. I applied. I applied to like a dozen jobs yesterday. Um, One of them is like a security job. Hopefully, if I get that one, because that's pretty chill. But if anything, like hopefully I land the ones that need me on the weekend, because I don't mind taking that weekend shit. I'm at the mute real quick so I can blow some boogers. All right, give me a second. Yeah, so I don't know if it's raining. It's raining. It's raining all right. You know. Hold on, let me put this back into the backpack. It's already open, which is good. Yeah, it's raining. I still got time to kill. This ain't that bad to me. It's like drizzle, but it's just chilly. It's a little chilly. Not too bad. Staying caffeinated while we wait. Like I said, I got an hour. You got the mics, yes? Oh, well, so have you tested it? You could always do like a video, like record yourself or just record whatever, but have the mic plugged in, and then just test the audio from there. You're probably gonna hear, because the thing is, Mars, you're used to hearing me in person, and then the mic probably makes me sound a certain way. You're probably gonna hear yourself a certain way too. I don't know if you'll like it or not. So I would say just test it out. Whenever I do my truancy hours recently, the recent truancy hours I've been doing at the spot I go to, in the university rooms and shit, for lack of a better term, I what do you call this? I do a quick recording where I just do a microphone test, and then after I hear the the quality, if it's too choppy or not, then I'll just run the actual whatever. But I try not to touch the mic thing. That's like the little thing that goes inside the phone. I try not to touch that too much, because I think my last one got messed up because I kept pressing it against certain surfaces, and it kind of fucked it up. Anyway, all logistics aside, I'm happy you got your mic, and you can't really see it, but it's sun showers. It's sun showers right now. It's beautiful out here. It's really overcasty and really rainy, or really drizzly, really light rain. It's nice to be out here right now, to be honest. This is also really good weather to like run in. I remember my friends that lived in the terrace. They were telling me that they're like, "Yo, I love running when it's like misty rain outside." I was like, that is one of the best feelings because your lungs just feel like they feel cold, but they feel like they're being cooled off when you start running for a while. It's like a really cool feeling. Yeah, cold air in your lungs, and you're like trying to gas for air because you're running for so long. That's a good feeling sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to get back to doing that before the winter ends. Because I had that same feeling when I was what's it called when I was hooping, when I was playing basketball like a couple days ago, and I was like, there was two sides of the court. I let the old guy, the older gentleman, I let him hoop on the sunny side where the sun was like shining on, and then I went to the other side with the more shade, and I started feeling that coolness in my lungs when I was like dribbling and trying to get my steps in. I was like, oh yeah, there it is. It hurts a little bit, but it's good for you. Pause. Makes voice more crunchy, but makes background noise go away. My mic, my bad. I'm getting rained on the screen. Mic dongle doesn't fit with my case. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're talking about the okay. I didn't think about that. What if you? Well, yeah. I guess you can't take it out. It doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I guess we could tinker with it some other day. You might be able to tinker with it a different day, but that's crazy that it doesn't really. It's not compatible. I guess I would say. There it is. See, that's what I'm saying. The rain is slowing down. Rain is slowing down. Yeah, I think I know what you mean about the crunchiness. But it's cool because I get to keep my voice like somewhat low. I already keep my voice pretty low, but I'm able to keep it low as possible so that way, when I'm in certain areas or if I'm in certain building areas, I'm not projecting too loud. Because I tried to do a live stream when I was inside of the library one time, and I was like, man, there's like hella like fucking librarian people like sitting behind me and shit. I don't want to like I don't know. I just didn't want to be around that shit or like loud around it. I don't know. But yeah, that's good though. That's good to hear. That's good news. Hold on, let me go through. I got some spare napkins. Gotta pull these out. Spare napkins. All right. Yeah. So yeah, later today I get a chance to do my cat quest, pick back up on cat quest, and then maybe do. I'll run a bit of cassette beast, so that'll be fun. Um, I haven't done online for cassette beast. I haven't successfully done it, but I like to leave the portal open so that way people can join me. So I'm gonna try to start doing that a little more so often. Give me 1 second. But yeah, oh, I'm back. Hold on, let me do this. There we go. My phone is too fat to turn it the other way. I can use it with the case off, just like the tripod. If you need to, that's not bad because, like for example, like when we're at the hangout spot, the casual hangout spot, when you had the tripod there, nothing bad happened to the phone. And then if you walk around with the dongle in our spot, then I think you're fine. If that makes sense. Oh, you know what? This might be hail. Hold on. This might be hail coming down because that sounded loud. What the fuck? Am I tripping? No, I don't know yet. It might be rain mixed. This is what they warned about. This is what literally the barista was like. Hey, it might be some hail out there. I was like, oh shit. I hope not, but it might be. So I don't know. But yeah, if we're ever doing the stuff, and then did you send your footage to the? Oh, bro, this is hold on. This is ice. Ice is coming from the sky right now. We're in the middle of a hailstorm. Big task. We're in the middle of a hailstorm. Hold on. Let me get out the way. Let me stand up like this. You guys can't really see it, but yeah, it's happening. Actually, BRB. Yep. Yep. Hey, ICE is coming for me. If ICE came for me, man, I gotta fight back. Yeah, I'd probably be dead, but it is what it is. ICE actually visited my niece's high school for whatever reason and tried to intimidate the kids, and then the kids were on lockdown. I was like, this is some bullshit. There's some fucking teenagers over here just trying to like, go to school, get their education, or just be with their friends, and all of a sudden you got grown men with masks on trying to intimidate kids. You know how that goes. I know that I'm late, but happy Super Bowl. Oh yeah, big task. I saw the comment you left, man. I saw the comment you left. Big task. If you get the chance, if you're only if you're interested, there is a. I did a Super Bowl vlog, and I put it's in my video section. So if you go to my videos, it'll just say celebration and parade for Seahawk Super Bowl win. And I'm gonna do the second version. I have two versions of it. The first version has all the music and the soundtrack. I just kind of edited it and put it in the background. That's if you care for that. And then the second one's gonna be coming out Sunday. So I want to say Sunday, like at like midnight or 1 a.m. type shit. I lost track of my math, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, if you're interested in that, it's just me. Like literally, like I was actually hanging out with Mars and a couple other people, and we went to watch the game at like in Tukwila, basically, just basically down in Tukwila. And then afterwards, I was like, I kind of want to go to the parade or like the celebration tonight because the last Super Bowl win, I didn't get a chance to go. The thing about the last Super Bowl that we won was against the Broncos, like 2014 or some shit, 14, 15 or whatever. No, 13 or 14. And the funny thing about that was, yeah, 13 actually. And then what was it? I watched the Super Bowl game with my grandpa in the hospital. So because I was with my grandpa in the hospital, we didn't, we just went home afterwards. We didn't really like think about that shit. And then yeah, they were low key tearing the city up back then too. I don't know how bad it was, but people were just they're getting out of hand a little bit. I think now it's a little more tame. People are a little more chill for the most part, but you'll see some people like climbing up poles and climbing up lamps and shit. It's kind of funny. You'll see that shit, man. But yeah, it's yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy, man. I would have been happy either way. Either way, excuse me. Nobody rock with the prompt. I'm out. We out with the prompt. Boom. All right. But I try to do the prompt for because it's the month of what do you call this? Oh shit! Hold on, let me show you this. Because the place I go to get my coffee, they're big on lizards for some reason. They're big on lizards, and then right here on the cup of the coffee, it's an axolotl. It looks like a I don't know how to explain, like native Mexican art axolotl on the coffee cup, if you will. So yeah, it's boom. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Did I hear the news regarding Eddie Bauer? Oh shit! Let me know if it's bad. Let me know if it's bad. Hey, go ahead. Feel free to tell me because I didn't hear nothing. I'm not on social media for a reason, so I let people who are on social media tell me the stuff because it saves me the brunt of the blow. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I get a chance to not be in the whatever you call it, blast radius of bad information. But feel free to let me know, and I'll look it up too. I'll cross reference. It's bad, unfortunately. Hey, write the details if you can. I don't mind learning the details because I'm gonna tell you something funny. I've had this jacket for a while. It keeps me warm, but I wanted to get I wanted to go to Helly Hansen or Nautica. I wanted to like get a different brand, if not one of those like super American made brands that like keep you warm. Because I got some it's called Bearskin or whatever. I got that from my dad and brother. It's like some multi-layered rain shit. Excuse me. Got some coffee brips. They're going out of business. Are you saying they're going out of business, or are they going out of business because they did something bad? That's sad though. Should I hold on to this? Should I hold on to this as like a whatever? I might have to go there and buy some stuff for cheap, get some warm clothes or whatever. The sun is coming out. Sun's coming out. Let me know. Like how the Tommy Hilfiger shit was like racist. The dude pretty much just like he was bashing just black folks and like immigrants or some weird shit. Long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah. Let me know if it's one of those things. I don't know. I'm assuming you're typing it up. That's why I don't know if you remember when if you listen to Get Throwed, Bun B song Get Throwed, Pimp C said he said Polo, fuck that Hill figure. Because Hill figure was on some racist shit. And I used to have some Tommy Hilfiger, bro. I used to have that shit. I was like, damn, bro, this motherfucker on some bullshit. It's like that though. Yeah, I got the spare napkins. I gotta do that shit. But yeah, if that's the case, man, I might have to go hit the shit. I'm gonna go to the one of these malls nearby. I'm gonna just get some Eddie Bauer shit for the cheap because I think I got this jacket. Like I couldn't wear Tommy even if they. Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like when I found that shit out, I was like, man, I just gotta stand. Standing with the brothers, man. What you want me to say? It's some bullshit. But the fact that Pimp C said it, it made it like way more valid for me. I was like, damn, Pimp C don't fuck with it. Fuck this shit, man. It's some bullshit. Which is funny, but it shouldn't be, you know. But no, that shit. Yeah, I might. There's a nearby mall like across the water, or like I might go. I got options. I can go north too, but I specifically got this jacket at the Eddie Bauer store on the east side. So, and east side means two things for me, but I mean east side like Bellevue. So I might go over there and see if they got a sale because I actually got this on sale. Originally it was like 250 or 300, but it was marked down to like 99 bucks or 90 bucks. So I was like, yeah, I got to do it. It's going to keep me warm. And it's been keeping me warm since, let me think about this. My last relationship with this one girl, we broke up in like 20, I think it was like 2020. And I was with her when I bought this shit. So, you know, that I've had this for about what, 5, 6 years now, technically. That's how long I've had it's held me down strong. Kept me warm all these winters, but I might double up, get some new shit. 80 Bauer is very low on sales, so they will be shutting down everything. That's crazy. You know what's funny about Eddie Bauer? If you remember that Tupac song "Hit 'Em Up"? I gotta blow my nose, bro. That's some bullshit. Give me a second. Let me know if you remember Tupac "Hit 'Em Up." All right, all right, my bad. Bauer's not doing that well. You know what's weird? I think it's a generational thing. I feel like people our age maybe or a little older, that used to be the thing to rock, but there's so many other brands that are probably a little better. And like for example, like North Face won't go out of style for a while. North Face is going to be around for a while. I think Helly Hansen has like a very specific crowd, and Nautica's still kind of doing his thing. Like there's certain brands, what I'm saying? Like Eddie Bauer had the flannels and shit, and they had like outdoor kind of wear, but there's other people that are doing out. Like think about this, like Carhartt is a more trusted brand right now. It's more popular as well. So everybody wants a Carhartt beanie. Everybody wants a Carhartt like vest or like a overcoat or some shit. So like there's just certain brands that seem to be doing better in the long run altogether for whatever reason. But Eddie Bauer is just one of those. It's been in my mind for a while. I actually bought like a very like a baggy poncho, XL poncho that didn't fit me, but I gave it to my friend and it fit him really well. And it's funny because it's a really baggy like poncho rain jacket thing. And my friend was able to stash all of his like spray cans in there. So he walks around and he spray paints with it a lot. He does a lot of graffiti and shit. So it's hella funny. I was like, yo, this shit fit you, bro. Let me know if you fuck with this. And I gave him some dunks a long time ago. This dude be rocking the dunks and the Eddie Bauer joint. I'm like, yo, you out here, bro. I'm telling you, I'm happy I gave you that shit because he's really out here. Oh, my bad. Yes, I remember that Tupac song that you mentioned. All right, so on Hit 'Em Up, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Gaddafi or Napoleon or somebody, but he said, something got the 6 hour tucked under the Eddie Bauer. So I always remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of laughed about it. I was like, oh, that when I got older and I started buying like my own clothes and shit. I was like, oh, that's what he was talking about. This is sour tucked under the Eddie Bauer. I was like, oh, that's what he's talking about, bro. That shit funny as hell. That's what made me always think about it. I kept thinking about Hit 'Em Up. I was like, low key, I need to get me Eddie Bauer, bro, because the Outlaws was talking about That shit funny as hell. North Face was on the ropes with Canada Goose. Yeah, now they're backing in full throttle. Canada Goose is not. I don't think Canada Goose is gonna go away, bro. You know, that's the other crazy thing. And it's funny because like with North Face, I believe they're from Seattle, so it's like everybody here, bro. People, I don't. I'm look. You from New York, so I know you know the same thing. People usually get robbed for the North Faces, but like the other thing I didn't know was like the Marmot. I didn't know people were getting jacked for that Marmot back then. So Marmot, North Face, and some other shit. He was like, "Yo, run that." That shit crazy. I was like, "Yo, robbing for these." They used to do the same shit in Seattle. People used to get like robbed for the North Face. The other thing about the North Face was if you weren't a jack boy, like if you weren't somebody who was robbing people, if you had a North Face, that means that you came up. Like we would have looked at you like, damn, how many dimes did he sell? How many zips did he sell? Because that boy got a North Face finally. Good, good on him. Because the only other people that had North Faces were like these white boys that lived up north or like in the suburbs because they had money and shit. So they're like, oh, them boys got the thing. Let's go. All right, Jax, peace out, bro. Peace out. Thanks for lurking, bro. Thanks for being around. Yeah, that shit hella funny. I was like, but I always wanted the Helly Hansen. I wanted that double H. Let me get the double H, man. Let me get that joint. I wanted to get the black and green joint. I was like, let me get this shit or the blue, so I could wear it with some Mariner shit. You trying to get some winter jackets that match your favorite team colors and shit. You know, let me think about that. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I said all this to say I gotta buy some Eddie Bauer now. I gotta go back to the mall. I'm like, how much for this? It better be 80% off when I get there. Like shit, 80% off, 90% off. Let me get that. I might go on the website too. I'm gonna check the website. I'm gonna talk to my dad about like you need some jackets or you need some like some pants or long johns or some shit. Seattle's not that cold though, man. But you guys, I don't know if you really see it, but we got a little bit of ice for a minute. It kind of melted right now. But yeah, that shit crazy. Was I forgot the fuck I was gonna say now. There's a couple other brands, man. Obviously like Nautica, Helly Hansen. There's another one I'm thinking of. Oh, Burberry. Burberry will never go away too. And the reason why I say with Burberry is because a lot of their shit is like 500 and up. You know what I'm saying? So like when you have brands that price their shit up, they can never go down from there. If that makes sense. I mean, they could if they have sales and shit, but that's about it. That's a whole nother conversation. Give me a second. Yeah, I got these little notifications and updates for what do you call this? I was on Indeed last night, just putting in a whole bunch of applications, trying to get this weekend shit going, man. I've been waiting for a long time to get the right weekend gig. The wrong one's been popping up. I've been applying to everything just because though. Ralph Lauren was on the ropes, back to being standard here in Europe. Oh, really? That's interesting, actually. I'm still laughing at was that Kanye? He said Ralph Lauren was born before I wore him. That shit funny. I don't know if that's true. Let me know if that's true. He said Ralph Lauren was born before I wore him. Ill pattern right there. That's an ill pattern. And it was funny from that era. I still got a pink polo. Everybody had pink polos and shit. I still had mine, and I would rock the polo because of Young Dro and Kanye. That was like that 2000s era. Where you're like, yeah, let me get one of these, and everybody started buying Shamocks. Shamocks just as scarves and shit. Everybody, they're just like, let me rock this shit. Shit's crazy. It's like people weren't even living in the desert; they just were rocking that shit. It's like, yeah, I'm out here shooting videos in Middle East. We rock the schmuck, and then that became a thing too. That was weird. That was another thing that got weird. People rocked that with the glasses. I had the specs. I had the Wayfair. I ain't gonna lie, lenses that weren't prescription. Yeah, we used to do all that stupid shit. But yeah, I'm at a point now where like, I'll give an example. I seen a video. I don't remember if it was Korea. It might have been Korea. There's a dude who like he makes shoes from scratch, but he also did like an ancient method of getting the mold of someone's foot, the specific mold. And he just gave him like a work boot. It was one of those boots that are like leather with the steel toe. They'll probably last a long time. And the thing is, it's not like designer brand or name brand. But I was like, low key, I would just rock with this shit, man. Like I'm telling you, I'm about to live out in the cuts of Japan and just be, I'm gonna be living like Daniel Day Lewis, bro. You know, I'm gonna be living like Daniel Day Lewis, like within like give me some time. I'm gonna get all this content done. My video, there's like 3 stacks. We got 300. We got 3K videos. We got 3,000 videos publicly, both video form and shorts and lives. Just a combination of everything. We just stay working. And my thing about it is like I don't know what the next number is. I mean, technically it's 4K. Shit, to get to 4K videos, and then what's next? 5, and then we're just gonna keep going until I say it's done, and then I'm gonna just chill out somewhere in Japan or like somewhere in fucking I don't know, Italy, Brazil, just one of them spots. You're just gonna see me, missing in action. And if I'm not there, I don't know where I'm gonna be. Either down in Texas or the Philippines. Like it's just one of them spots. Like I'm gonna be, you know, I gotta make shit concise. Don't get me wrong, but I just know like I'm gonna be pulling a Daniel Day Lewis. For those that know that, if you know, you know, I'm gonna just pull one of those. And like you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to really convince me to come out, not necessarily out of retirement, just come back to all this, you know. And I might bring a last production of Eddie Bauer with me when I get there. That's crazy to think about, man. That's just still crazy for me to think about. I guess it's not impossible thinking though. A lot of these brands weren't meant to last long, right? So it's really interesting in that regard. You throw these gloves on, man. It's cold out here for your boy. Yeah, I'm gonna be living a simple life, man. Hopefully by then, have a wife, long term girlfriend, start a family, just raise some kids, teach them how to box. You know what I'm saying? Teach them about some educational shit. Teach them about their history, all that good shit, and then just live my life, man. Like I don't, I live my fun life. Is I have nothing. I don't want to say I have nothing left to prove. I have nothing left to live for. But it's like, yo, I did my part, man. Up to this point, I think about that a lot. Like I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, my guy. Like in this life, I've seen a decent amount. Like I'm not gonna pretend like I've seen the worst shit. You know what I'm saying? You said Eddie Bauer has to be saved. They've been around since the 1800s. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna tell you what, big task. I'm gonna look into it a little more, right? I'm gonna buy some shit. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go to the mall. If they got the shit on sale, I'm gonna buy the shit. I'm gonna cash out a couple hundred, maybe $100 or a couple hundred, and then you're gonna see me in the future, either on live video or like in a music video, just rocking the Eddie Bauer. And then people are like, "Hey, they gotta come back. Oh, they gotta come back." And if I revive it, they gotta hire me to make me an ambassador or some shit. I don't know, some funny shit. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there. That's the dream, right? That's the dream. We gotta rock that Eddie Bauer. I feel you on that. I didn't know they were around since the 1800s though. That means that they've been around for like the super industrial era when a lot of these cities were being built. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. People were rocking those Eddie Bauer flannels and like probably like beanies and shit when they were building like certain like probably like Seattle and St. Louis, 1850s, 1880s and shit. Just places like that. Just things along different cities and places, civilizations, or not civilization. What the fuck? Like different settlements. Excuse me. In different places. Is that an American brand? It has to be American. Eddie Bauer. That has to be some American shit. Yeah, what the fuck? But that's usually how it works, right? Because since Vuitton, really, since Louis V, that makes sense actually. That checks out. I can see that. Damn. I guess like yeah, Louis V and what's the other brand that's been around for hella long? Oh yeah, but the point I was making too was like in terms of designer shit. I feel like Burberry is the only thing I give a fuck about, and even then, I don't even know what they're. I'm pretty sure they have some bullshit history too, realistically. But yeah, Eddie Bauer seems like some straight up all American, no bullshit kind of brand. I got to look more into it. I'm pretty sure, anything large, pause, and anything like famous or whatever is like has some controversy around it. But as long as they don't have like some big old scabs. Obviously, I'm with that shit. Let me get to walking. Let me check something. All right, we're doing good on time, more or less. I'm about to walk a bit, and then like when I get to there's a certain street. When I get over there, it's probably gonna mess up my connection because it always gets spotty on that side. You know, give me a second. And my hands were freezing for a little bit. You know, I used to love Burberry until degenerates started wearing it. That's the other, bro. That's the other side of it. Is like certain people that rock certain brands. I'm like, damn, I can't. It's tough, man, because it's like I want to fuck with certain brands, but at the same time, you just think about like certain people that use it, like because North Face was a hype beast thing for a while. You saw certain hype beasts, like my friend would point it out. My friend used to point that shit out. He'd be like, yeah, there's certain hype beast people that just rock the shit because all the other rich kids and middle class kids were wearing it. But you know, like I said, my friend, you know, we're both from the same hood. He wasn't necessarily hustling, but his family was. So when his family came up, they wanted to look out for him. So him rocking that shit was a badge of honor. Like, you know, it's like little shit like that. Like people just be rocking shit just to be rocking it, but it is what it is. It's some other shit, you know. Really, it's a stupid conversation because it's clothes, but that is some first world problem shit that we be talking about clothes like this. But I love it because I never got a chance to buy my own clothes growing up. I love that shit. I remember only getting hand me downs as a kid, my guy. I used to be so pissed. I was grateful, don't get me wrong, but I was just like, the moment I made money and bought my own shit, I just started feeling real good. I was like, you know what, man? I get to try out different brands I want. Like I still got some socks from the I got some socks from the hundreds. I still got some pink dolphin socks. You know what I'm saying? I still got my pink dolphin jersey. Like shit like that, man. My brother was trying to rock with the Booger Kids. I never got into that, but it looked kind of cool. And then there's some other shit. There's some other like indie brand stuff. Like my homie from here. Shout out to my guy Bakari. Bakari does basics, back to basics. I'll be rocking his hoodie. And I got the sweatpants too, but I'm trying to get more of that gear. You know? He been working on his brand since high school, damn near. Motherfucker's still going strong. Pause. I've been there, received hand. I know, yeah. You got the hand me downs too, and it's just like when you go through that, and that's the stupid American shit. Like when we're kids, man, they make us feel bad because we're not rocking shit that we bought or we wanted. And then when you get to a certain point, you just start buying your own shit, and it changes the game. It changes everything. The brand is called Back to Basics. Yeah, it's like I think the two is the number two. I don't know if it's still around because the website shut down for a second, but a lot of times he'll do maintenance on the website and then he'll put it back up when it's time to sell. But you might be able to find it on Twitter and Instagram. But yeah, I still got two of those pieces from over there. Excuse me. Yeah, if you could find it, it's back. I think the number two and then basics. But yeah, very few people rock basics. And it's pretty much from here. I remember other classmates used to talk down on them. Like, you gonna rock that shit? I don't know if I could rock that shit. I was like, the thing is simply I know that guy. So I fuck with anybody that I support anybody that's doing some independent shit. You know what I'm saying? You like the name? Yeah. It's real simple, man. Because I think he was doing some complicated shit at first. And I think he really just simplified it and was like, we're gonna do some basic shit, man. You know, we're gonna design it up, not do too much, not do too little. And that's pretty much what the brand has been. But I for the longest time I wasn't able to support Bray, and then I was able to get it. Yes, you know. What was I saying too? It's like, yeah, it's some weird shit, man. You know what else is hella funny? Let me know if my connection goes out. Let me know if my connection gets spotty. But another thing that's funny is my cousins in the Philippines, at least one of them, my older girl cousin, she's a big girl. She's like, if you could find me a FUBU hoodie, send it to the Philippines. I was like, damn. I was like, you still fuck with FUBU? And they still fuck with FUBU over there, man. I was like, let's go. I gotta go on eBay for that shit though. You know? But I used to see people in like music videos rocking the FUBU jerseys, the fucking throwbacks and shit. You know, little underground hip hop songs. People rocking the FUBU jersey and the like what's it called? Just forces and shit. Just some old 2000 shit. It's pretty cool. Yeah, my bad. FUBU is crazy popular in Japan. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard it's still big over there. Like if you find like a vintage clothing place or like a what is it called? You know what I'm saying? Like vintage clothing or like thrift shops kind of things. In Japan, I'm sure they still got the FUBU. And there was one spot that had like old school caps and jerseys and shit from like the '90s days, like like Jordan in the finals type shit. It's kind of crazy. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, it's just weird that like FUBU was really big around what's it called around the world. It just kind of came and went, but everybody fucked with it. What's really what I fuck with to this day. I still fuck with Karkanai. I still fuck with Karkanai, man. Because the thing is, I grew up seeing like my brother and my dad used to have the Karkanai crew necks. Just got the head the K on the fucking crew neck and shit. And I used to be like, man, I can't wait till I get older so I can rock one of those. And then I think for my birthday, my girlfriend got me a Karkanai like a rugby shirt or whatever, or like his little stripe joints. So it was nice to get one of those. And then we broke up, so I stopped wearing it. One of your idols, word? Nah, it's funny because I forget he's from New York too, right? I forget he's from New York and shit or something. Did you see Karkanai's interview with Mike Tyson? He sat down with Mike Tyson. And Tyson be having all the fashion. Tyson had all the fits. Everybody laced him, which is crazy. But yeah, that's one of my favorite brands. I still got a Karkanai fucking windbreaker. Still got that green one. Rocking that shit. You know. Again, this is back when I used to make hella money. When I made hella money, I just bought hella gear. And then I've been wearing the same gear for the past like 5 to 10 years. Just funny. Like even my shoes, a lot of my shoes from the past 5 to 10 years. In more recent time, I just spending hella money on like coffee and food lately. It's kind of a good thing. So yeah. But nah, you put me on game, man. I gotta go get some Eddie Bauer now. I gotta go hit the mall on the east side. I might have to go over there, which is crazy. Yeah, Karkin has a good brand. They had a what's the other one? There's a couple other brands I'm thinking of, man, that I just fuck with them. I never had a North Face, unfortunately. Never had a North Face, man. Like I kind of want one, but I don't need it at this point. You know, the amount of rain jackets I have, because I have like a Mariners rain jacket. I forget what the collab is. I think it's Columbia. I think it's Columbia Mariners collab. And then I got a Sounders one. I forget who the collab is, unless it's like its own thing. But yeah. There's an Eddie Bauer spot on Fifth Ave that I need to hit up. Yeah, Fifth. I'm trying to think. Fifth, is that? Are you talking about like Manhattan? Am I thinking of the right area? I'm just thinking of Saks. Every time I hear Fifth Ave, I think of Saks. But we have a Fifth Ave over here, but our Fifth Ave is like more like business district, like office buildings and like the library and shit. A couple hotels. It's funny. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to someone who he Beyblades on the East Coast, so he's big on the New Jersey and New York scene. Obviously, he's like right over the bridge, so I don't know if they play in Jersey City or Hoboken or what, but I guess after he's done with school, he's coming back here. And I remember talking to him about some shit. I was like, I forgot about the East Coast, man. I forgot how tight knit and close everything is. Hold on. Damn, that's crazy. I can't see from far away what I'm looking at. Yeah, Am I going the right way? I'm going the right way. Saks Fifth Ave is going through bankruptcy. It's funny because we have a Saks Fifth Ave inside of one of the small malls here. I don't know if they moved it, but it took up a whole floor. So it's weird because on the bottom floor they had Zara, and Zara took up like a whole half of a section on the floor. Underneath Zara was Nordstrom Rack, and then there was Saks Fifth Ave on the top floor. In the middle was just like the food court. Like they just rearranged all the shit. But I was like, I don't really see too many people shopping here anymore like they used to. Nordstrom's back in the day and Bon Marché back then. You guys had Bon Marché or like Macy's? Because that shit, the building shut down for us. I know Nordstrom is from Seattle, so like Nordstrom and Bartels and shit. Walgreens maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I'm freezing, bro. Going through bankruptcy is crazy. So Saks Fifth Ave got bankruptcy. 80 Bauer is closing down. Yeah, I gotta get a move on. Gotta see what I gotta do. We'll see when that payday hit, man. Yeah. But yeah, big task. Thanks for kicking it. You know, I'm probably gonna wrap it up in a few and walk over to this park, use the bathroom and kill some time real quick, and then get on over to the library. You might see me live with the Cat Quest or Cassette Beast, maybe both. We'll see if I feel like I have time today. I just got to upload some files straight from my computer, and then I'm gonna sit around, do some editing or whatever. But yeah, we'll see how that ends up going. My hands are cold, man. Have a few North Face jackets, but you have to take it to the cleaners. Oh, is it one of the like a certain type of material? That's crazy to think about. You have to catch the stream. You probably you might see me, man. For sure, I gotta do Cat Quest. I gotta do that one. I'm really addicted to that kind of gameplay. I'm scared that I'm moving too fast in the game because I don't know how long the game is, but the map seems like it's pretty big. So we'll find out. But yeah, you're happy to catch the stream. Got you. Yeah. No, I appreciate you dropping in, man. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro. And listen, man, go Knicks, man. Go. It's funny, my brother's a big Celtics fan, but I was like, I'm not even a Knicks fan. I'm more of a Nets fan because you know that New Jersey shit. But low key, I'm rocking with the Knicks team this year. So shout out to the Knicks. Who else they got? I fuck with the Mets, obviously. So shout out to them. And we'll see how this year goes, man. You know, hopefully Seattle gets our team back too. That's what we've been waiting on for a long time. Hopefully that's sooner than later. But yeah, man, I'll leave it at that. Let the hop off here, pause, and then just get to it. Hey, man, everybody else that dropped in, love you guys. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace. I'm out.